Let's focus on the equity markets. And yes, we did get off to a good start. In fact, the Nifty posted its biggest percentage gain since the 12th of July. So 56.12 on the index, with the Sensex higher by over 150 points. It was great going for the broader markets as well. So yes, the sentiment was reflected throughout the board, and the biggest sectoral mover would have to be the metals index, which really contributed on the upside of 4.5% gain. Apart from that, select defensives. So yes, the healthcare index was up. But take a look at the Bank Nifty futures. On the day on which we crossed 5600, the Bank Nifty cracked by 170 points. So once again, divergent moves. In terms of the top gainers, no surprises to see names like JSPL and Tata Steel as well as NMDC. Something like a Sun Pharma too was pretty active. Results did pour in thick and fast. We'll touch upon the big ones in just a bit. But Britannia Industries nearly a twofold rise in the profits at 89.5 crores for the quarter on account of an improvement in the product mix and higher price realizations. The top line growth was higher by 14% and margins too expanded. The stock was up and about on account of the same. Within that space, ditto was the case with Marico. You had the profit growth higher by 27.6%. The sales came in at 1,379 crore rupees and margins too expanded. Jyoti Laboratories also put out a great set of numbers, very commendable on the bottom line front, where it expanded 103% to 28 crore rupees. The top line growth was also steady, higher by 13%. Apart from that, Gujarat NRE Coke, well, a turnaround this time around, 3.6 crores in terms of the net profit vis-a-vis a loss last time, and the top line growth though was a little muted, off by 38%. There was also the news that they will be issuing 56 lakh warrants at 22.5 rupees per share on a preferential basis to BCCL. Standard Disclosure is the owner of the channel that you're watching. GVK Power, take a look at the intraday chart. It wasn't a great set of numbers, but 13% higher. So the losses came in lower than what we were expecting at 30.6 crores versus a loss of 64 crores. And the top line growth, was off by just about 15%. The other income came in lower. So as pointed out, it was really the metal stocks which drove gains today. JSPL, Tata Steel, Hindalco. Not just that, even some of the mid-cap names like an Uttam Galva and a Jindal Stainless gained, as the BSE Metal Index also traded above its 20 DMA. In fact, the reason being that it was very positive Chinese data that came out on Friday, and that really fueled that kind of a gain. Apart from that, Reliance Communications, as we understand from reports that RCom and Rel Jio will be signing an intracity fiber optic sharing deal that can fetch the company nearly 3,500 crore rupees. Apart from that, some other result reactions over the weekend. Aurobindo Pharma's results beat street estimates, as well as the fact that the subcommittee will be evaluating a spin-off of the injectable business. Apart from that, you had stocks like a Cipla, which really soared on the back of a great set of numbers, beating street estimates. Brokerages came forth and really upped the target price. Something like an Edelweiss maintained a hold with a target of 450 from an earlier 405. Similar was the case with a Sun Pharma, great set of numbers, sales higher by 31%, a net loss due to the one-time penalty, and the EBITDA also inched up by 25%. Take a look at a McNally Bharat today. Orders worth 157 crore rupees and the counter soared in the session. On the downside though, SBI lost out after a disastrous set of numbers. Tata Power was weak. RIL and something like an IndusInd Bank also lagged in the session.